Alright, I bet these guys are absolutely loving this start to the colony. You can see it on Mima's face. She's soaping. She's. Oh no. They're all doing terribly. Hey, hi, and welcome back. Today we're playing Oxygen Not Included. And instead of a normal playthrough, I thought, why not make these guys, these duplicants' lives, as miserable as possible. I'm gonna measure this in their moods level, but also just like common sense of living standards. So even if something's not necessarily showing up as disrupting their moods, if it's clearly a negative on their lives, we're gonna be counting that. All right, so who are we going to get as our duplicants? Also, we're going to name this place Heaven because it's gonna be as fun as Heaven. We need to keep Mima. We can't rename Mima. Of course, because Mima is just Mima. So this should be a great group. Camille, Catalina, and Mima. Poor Mima. We're dragging poor old Mima into this. All right. Let's get into it. So first off, we need to set them up in the most miserable living spot possible. I want to put the bedroom. Yeah, just like in the water right here. I think that's a great place for it. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, okay. They can't. They can sleep in that. They'll be fine. We also should, you know, bring some chlorine in here as well. Because who doesn't like a good bit of chlorine? And, you know, we're not cruel, so we're going to give them some more beds. And I mean, they can't use their beds right now, so... can't mop it either. Alright, I'm gonna have them dig this out a bit more, because I want there to be water, but I don't want the buildings to be flooded, because then they can't sleep in the beds. So we need the beds to just be slightly soggy, but not completely flooded. Okay, maybe we can't have there be any water and it not be flooded, but we can at least have them have to climb through a little water here to actually get to the room. Okay, and then we can have this much water. All right, that's good. So there's nothing like a good amount of wet feet in the morning. What's the issue here? Oh, we lack hard digging, so we can't go down further that way. All right, what's the next thing we should set up? I guess the outhouse. So for the outhouse, you know, we'll just put that right next to the bedroom, because, you know, makes sense to me. Well, we'll put a ladder right here for transport across that. Oh, no, we don't want you to mop that. No, we want the water there. Oh, good. We can't have you not having wet feet in the morning. Alright, I bet these guys are loving absolutely loving this start to the colony. You can see it on Mima's face. She's soaping. She's. Oh no. They're all doing terribly. We can. Oh no. We can remind them of what's bound to come whenever they get up in the morning too, with some tasteful memorials right here. You know, there's nothing like getting up, walking into your water reservoir, and then walking past all the tombstones of your dead friends. We should put a pump right here as well, you know, because they need some way to access the water. I bet they don't like even realize that there was water right here that they could access with this pump. Okay, unfortunately, this is going to bring the water level down if we use the water too much, so maybe we shouldn't use this pump. We'll use the other pump, actually, now that I'm thinking of, or the other water source. We'll use this water source as the actual water source. Oh, it's bedtime. Oh no. They're sleeping inches above the water. So you know that all of their mattresses are soaked through. They can barely breathe at night. They're all sick. You know, this is great living circumstances, though. Let's check on Mima's status. All right, so she's soaping wet, has hyperthermia, and is hungry. Do we not have any food right now? We might need to take care of that. It's not like everyone's gonna die, but we do require a food source. So we do need a microbe musher. We'll put that right there. Yeah, so it looks like the colony is off to a great start. We have plans to head down to access this great chlorine. Everyone's in amazing spirits. If we look at Mima right now. Oh, actually they are in Mima is in pretty good spirits. Mima has 0 stress. So yeah, Mima's in really good spirits. You know, their sleeping situation's great. They have great memorials recognizing the people that will die during this, that have not died yet. Alright. We're going to bring in a new colonist. So do we want Turner or Ashkin? I think we'll take Ashkin because he'll use the only bathroom that we have access to. Speaking of which, why don't we just disable this building? So they can look at the bathroom, but they just can't use it. Oh. Yes, we need a new cot for Ashkin. We could make that down here. I actually like that idea a lot. So we'll take out this little block right here and then dig like this, I guess. And we'll put his cot through the water reservoir. So everyone else has to just take a small dip. He has to go on a swim through an underground cave system to get to his bedroom. We're not gonna mop this up, just because, you know, adds to their misery. How's the temperature in here? All right. Oh, that's another thing that we could try to mess with. If we can break into here and release all the heat up here, we can make this way hotter, which would be good as well. No one wants to help make our new duplicants. Where is our new? Oh, Ashkin. Yeah, Ashkin's our new duplicant. No one wants to make his bedroom. No one wants to go down here and dig out this algae. They're so cruel. Alright, so after a little time of you guys being away, colony hasn't progressed much. You know, we still have our little water thing. Bathroom's still off limits. I have to do the daily walk through the graveyard. Our newest duplicant, Ashkin, he often sleeps in this puddle of urine. He says it's really comfortable. I believe him. If you look at his status, you know, he has a sore back from sleeping on the floor and has chilly surroundings and soggy feet. And now that I think about it, we might as well just they don't need beds. But I mean, I put these here so that at least their mattresses would be soggy, but I think it's worse to just like sleep in the water itself. And since there is just urine everywhere in the base, they're not going to be able to find us a spot to sleep that doesn't have urine in it. We can get a new duplicant. We will get the Nymphophobic person, because they require light to sleep at night, and we're not going to give them light to sleep at night. So, they're going to have lots of miserable nights. Mima, who was so desperate to find a spot without water that she decided to sleep on top of a ladder. Poor Mima. We also might as well go into the slime area now. Oh, and we can actually flood the... I was going to say we could flood the base with a bit of polluted water here, but we can't dig through this quite yet. Alright, so now that we're 8 cycles into the playthrough, we can really start to see how well the colony is doing. So, it's nighttime, everyone's sleeping, or at least trying to get rest. It seems that most of the duplicants have congregated to this lower area where there's some oxygen, but they're literally sleeping in polluted water. Their workstations where they're spending most of their time. are covered in polluted water and germs. It's a great time for them. They don't really go into this area anymore, unfortunately, so I should actually put some more tasteful memorials just scattered around the colony to remind everyone why exactly we're here. We can't have them forgetting about that. So, yeah, that should be good. In other news, we're working on a big tunnel, the purpose of which there is none. It's just to make sure that the duplicants don't have a moment of rest in this cruel world. How's our good friend Mima doing? What's her stress at? 62%. Well, it's not even that stressed at this point. Mima could handle a lot more before Mima got stressed. This high stress meter? No, there's no high stress. Everyone's fine. The colony is actually doing way better than I thought it would at this point in the game. Ah, we can get another friend. Who do we want to torture? Abe or Devin? Devin's a binge eater. Well, Abe is an ugly crier, which I think is a lot more fun. So let's just make Abe cry. Poor Abe. Look, he already doesn't even look sad. He just got to the asteroid and already has soggy feet, has chilling surroundings. There's low oxygen. He's holding his breath. Abe's having a great time. Well, it's Abe's first night. Where is he gonna decide to sleep? Abe. Oh, he must have been on top of this ladder. Well, Abe's getting right to work and generating power for the colony. Oh, here's what we can do. We can give them a little bit of joy, all right? I feel like we've been torturing these duplicants a bit too much, so we'll have them dig out this area, and we'll put the water cooler in here, which will give them a nice place to stay and recoup from a day's work. We're ready to welcome a new colonist. We're gonna bring in Stinky. I feel like he'll fit right in. I've noticed a lot that the colonists tend to like sleeping on top of ladders. I think is literally everyone. Okay, so the colony has resorted to sleeping together for comfort on top of this ladder, which is the only dry spot in the colony that isn't covered in polluted water. These poor colonists. So every night they have to travel past the gravestones and sleep by the outhouse that none of them are allowed to use. This is true suffering. I hope you realize that these duplicants are constantly soaking wet and are cold as well, I guess. I'm trying to think of what else I can do to just make the duplicants' lives even worse. I'm surprised this jumbo battery is working. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about assigning people jobs. Alright, there we go. I completely forgot that you have to give the duplicants jobs so that they can do things. Now we can actually dig through this area because we do have colonists that can dig that deep. Who's stress vomiting? Oh, Mima, I'm sorry. Are they just... Yeah, they're just keeping their unrefrigerated meat in this pile of polluted water. And somehow, no one is sick. No one's sick in this environment. I don't know if the game feels bad for me or what's going on, but I feel like the game should be punishing me a lot more for the way that I've been treating these colonists. This is playing very unoptimally, but it does look like the colonists all will congregate to this one ladder top for comfort. And it seems like people aren't getting enough sleep at night so often that you have people that are sleeping late into the day. Oh, also, oh no, poor Stinky. That's why Stinky's stinky. Everyone's really dirty, so they probably want to have a shower. And instead of giving them a shower, I'm just going to make one and then not power it, not add plumbing. They can look at it every day, wish they could use it, but never use it. add to their suffering just a bit more. Alright, so we finally managed to break through into the polluted water area, which has had immediate consequences. To solve this, I think I'm just going to replace all this tile with mesh tile. We don't have any metal. But even just replacing these few tiles should fix that problem. This polluted water will run down here. Yeah, I think the colony's going great right now. And if you disagree, I think you're wrong. I wonder where they're gonna sleep now. Okay, so they're still sleeping on top of the ladder. So, you know, this is their one comforting thing. But after today, this is the last ladder party. And it looks like we are running low on food, and someone has food poisoning as well. So we might be filling up some of these memorials quite soon. So on cycle 15, we've finally gotten to the point where I feel like the duplicants are actually like just having a miserable time now. Before this, it seemed like everything was miserable, but they were still kind of like just toughing it out. Now it seems everyone's face is constantly just in this horrible contorted state. Oh no. Mima, I feel so bad for you. Who did this to you, Mima? It was me, but, you know, I did it. I did it just to find out what would happen if you tried to play Oxygen Not Included this way. But interesting enough, what I've gathered from this experience is the early game of Oxygen Not Included is actually pretty forgiving in what you can do, as I haven't really experienced many issues because of this, even though the colony's quite stressed out, and now I'm running out of food. Up until now, there hasn't been many problems associated with the fact that the entire colony's flooded. No one has beds. We have no outhouse. Alright, we have another duplicate ready for printing. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Alright, Jean, Liam, or Ellie. Okay, Jean and Liam look really excited. And Ellie's is a girl boss, so we're going to go... Oh, Ellie's also unempathetic. Ellie is not an empath, so this situation should not bother Ellie at all. Immediately, Ellie has popped eardrum, a chilly surrounding, is soaping wet, holding her breath, and is tired. Ellie is immediately having a miserable time trying to find a place to sleep, is sleeping on one of these mesh tiles. Alright, so it does seem like the duplicants tend to... Oh no! What is this area? It does seem like the duplicants tend to congregate around ladders. I guess those are the driest parts, and I think they're going to these algae sections because the algae is also pretty dry, or was pretty dry. Oh, it must be pretty dry because it's all draining into here. But it seems like the colonists are just looking for the driest place to sleep. I'm surprised no one has died yet. I think I'm gonna keep the run going until someone dies. I'm just curious to see how long it takes. Alright, it's like everything's begun to fall apart in the colony. There's not much food to go around anymore. People are constantly idle. I don't even know where most of the duplicants are. Wait, did a bunch of people... Oh, a bunch of people died. I did not realize that. Oh, we had like 5 people die, and they're in tasteful memorials now. There's Oskin. Yeah, I looked away from a second. Mima starved to death? Oh no. Yeah, I looked away for a second, and then I left my computer running, came back, looked around, and was like, huh, there doesn't seem to be many colonists around. And then I realized why. It's because everyone's dying. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this miserable suffering that I caused these duplicates. If you'd like to see me torture more innocent NPCs in games in the future, uh, maybe subscribe because I definitely am planning on making more videos like this. All right, thank you. Bye bye.